Okay, everyone. So, welcome to this video. This is my WrestleMania 42 predictions video for both night one and night two. Before I start predicting the matches, I just want to say that I think the build up to WrestleMania 42, first of all, has been really mediocre. It's been, or I would even say it's been pretty bad. A lot of really stupid decisions have happened, and a lot of the storylines and matches have like the hype for them has been kind of ruined because of really stupid decisions that WWE has made. And I mean, this is WrestleMania season. Like, this should be the time of the year where WWE fans and wrestling fans are jerking off and being happy and saying, yeah, let's fucking go, it's WrestleMania season. But yeah, man, to be honest, I'm really worried about how the show's gonna turn out to be, because I remember last year's WrestleMania being really really bad. And so we'll see what happens this year. Like, I really hope the show turns out to be decent, at least, because I'm not gonna lie, the match card is better than last year. Like, the match card for WrestleMania last year was pretty bad, but in my opinion. But this year it's a little bit better, even though the storylines have been, like Cody and Randy has been fucking ruined because of Pat McAfee's involvement for like some reason. You know what? Let's just get to the matches. Let's start predicting. So I'm just gonna predict night one first, and then I'm gonna predict night two. Um, so the first match that I'm gonna predict on night one is Division, Logan Paul and Austin Theory and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight, and this is a six-man tag match. Well, it's pretty sad how, I mean, I know that I Show Speed is a very popular, uh, I guess, social media influencer. He's really famous. Like, I know who he is, obviously. You know, and I like Speed. I think he's really entertaining. And his skits and the videos that he posts online are really fun and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit sad that he has a match at WrestleMania, but someone like Io Sky doesn't have a match at WrestleMania, and that's honestly really sad in my opinion. Um, people like Io Sky and uh, Tiffany Stratton doesn't have a match at WrestleMania either, I believe. Carmelo Hayes doesn't have a match at WrestleMania, which really sucks, but Usher Speed does. That honestly is really sad to think about. But my prediction for this match is gonna be LA Knight and the Usos. I think they're gonna win. I don't think they're gonna have the Show Speed's team win. I mean, I am excited to see what Speed is gonna do in the ring. I mean, he has been in WWE before, like to get RKO'd by Randy Orton or speared by Braun Breaker, but now he's gonna be in a match, like a full match. He's not gonna just be in there to take one move, you know. So we'll see how it goes. But my prediction is LA Knight and the Usos. Um, that the next match is going to be Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in a unsanctioned match. Uh, this storyline has been pretty, I guess, pretty decent. It's been intense. Their brawls and stuff have been really intense. Uh, you know, and I also want to say that like I want to talk about Drew McIntyre a little bit first. So I remember last year when Drew McIntyre had, I think he also had a unsanctioned match with Damian Priest at the WrestleMania, which I remember I was so angry about at the time because I really thought Drew McIntyre deserved to be in the main event because of the amazing work he did in 2024. I thought he deserved to be rewarded, and I still think that. I'm still a big fan of Drew McIntyre, and I want him to get pushed more. Uh, but and I know people are like some people are still pissed about him losing the championship, but in my opinion, like, it was just bad timing. Like, Cody and Randy is obviously the way bigger match, than anything Drew McIntyre could honestly do. So, it made sense, to for Drew to lose the belt. Uh, and yeah, he ended up having a 2-month title reign, which was, I guess, unfortunate. But he should have been a world champion a long time ago. Back in 2024, or even last year. He should have already been. He should have already had a title reign. But anyways, yeah, my prediction for this match is going to be Jacob Fatu. Do I want Jacob to win? No, I don't. I want Drew to win. But the reason why I think Jacob is going to win is because Drew McIntyre is going to be gone from WWE for a little bit after WrestleMania because he's going to be filming a movie if I remember correctly. So yeah, but I think WWE they're going to give the win to Jacob, and then Drew's going to just go away to film a movie with Dave Batista, I believe. So yeah, but I think the match is going to be great. Drew's match with Damien last year was really surprisingly great. So I think, yeah, him and Jacob are probably going to have a great match too. Then we have Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. Um, I mean, not too interested in the match. The story has been pretty okay. Like I saw the segment on Raw where Stephanie collided Liv Morgan's head with Roxanne, and then Liv had like a massive tumor on her forehead, which I saw. I actually saw a picture of that on social media, on Instagram or something, and it looked disgusting. I hope Liv is okay. Uh, and yeah, the storyline has been really weird in my opinion. Like Liv Morgan calling Stephanie Vaquer a puta, which I believe means bitch or whore in in Spanish or whatever. Uh, Stephanie Vaquer isn't Stephanie Latina? I think Steph is Latina. And also I just want to say also that it doesn't really matter to me who wins this match because I'm not really interested in any of them. Like Stephanie Vaquer is overrated in my opinion. Like I don't really, like I guess she's good in the ring, but other than that, she just doesn't really click for me. Like I don't really find her to be good. And Liv Morgan, I mean, I like Liv, but Liv already had a title reign like 2 years ago, and it was really bad. So I don't think it's gonna be booked any better this time around. But who do I think is gonna win? I think Liv Morgan's gonna win. And then we have AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I think the winner is gonna be Becky Lynch. I know a lot of people say AJ Lee is going to win. Um, but to be honest, I don't think that's going to be the case because I think they only gave AJ Lee the title just for her to have a transitional title reign, and so that AJ Lee could have so that AJ Lee could get the pop, the hometown pop at Elimination Chamber, because AJ Lee, or Elimination Chamber was in Chicago, so they wanted to give AJ Lee that one good moment, in that hometown pop. Even though I know AJ Lee's not from Chicago, her husband CM Punk is from Chicago. Um, but yeah, I do think they only gave her that title just for that one moment. They just wanted to have a great hometown pop, I guess, at Elimination Chamber, and they're gonna have Becky Lynch win the title back. Because well, AJ Lee hasn't lost a match. Since coming back to WWE, AJ Lee is undefeated basically. Uh, and I guess it's not impossible that AJ Lee could retain, and then Paige could return on the Raw after WrestleMania, because I heard Paige has re-signed with the company. So imagine that, like that would be a full circle moment, or basically a history repeats itself moment, where AJ Lee loses a championship right after WrestleMania to Paige. That actually happened back in 2014, I remember. But I don't know. I think Becky's gonna win the title back. And then you have the match that I'm probably looking forward to the least, the Women's Tag Team Championship match with Nia Jax and Lash Legend, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, and the Bella Twins. I don't know. I'm just gonna say the winners are gonna be the Bella Twins because I think they want to give them a WrestleMania moment, and like the Bella Twins were never tag team champions because I mean, they wrestled in a era where there weren't no tag team titles, and I think they want to give them the belts now so that they can just get that out of the way. Do I want them to win? Not really. I think I would prefer Bailey and Lyra to win. But to be honest, I don't really care about the women's tag team titles. Like, who really does? So let's move on. So the next match is this match could be a show stealer. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. I'm really excited for this match. I don't get like why people are complaining that this match is happening. Like people are saying that that this match happened out of nowhere, but it's like what else could they do? I mean, Braun Breaker is injured. Like I know Seth Rollins was supposed to face Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker got injured. So like, what are you like expecting them to do? And Gunther also didn't have a opponent for WrestleMania because Rey Mysterio was apparently injured, but then he came back, and then turns out Rey is not injured. So I guess Rey Mysterio kind of avoided to face Gunther at WrestleMania. Damn, Rey Mysterio, he does not want to put over Gunther, or I guess he doesn't want to retire because, well, I think the plan was for Gunther to retire Rey Mysterio. Um, but whatever. But I am excited for the match. Seth Rollins versus Gunther is going to be a 5-star match. I think it could be the best match of the entire WrestleMania card, just like everybody else knows. Both are amazing wrestlers. Now, who do I think is going to win? I think the winner is gonna be Gunther, and the reason for that is because Gunther has been losing a lot at WrestleMania. He lost to Jey Uso last year, and he lost to Sami Zayn 2 years ago. So he has back-to-back WrestleMania losses. Um, yeah, I think they're gonna give Gunther the win. Seth Rollins literally won at WrestleMania last year when he won that triple threat with Roman and Punk. I think Gunther is gonna win, and then and they're gonna build him up so that he can have a match with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam or something, or I don't know when. But they're for sure gonna do the Brock versus Gunther match eventually. That's probably gonna be Brock's retirement match too. So yeah, my prediction is gonna be Gunther. I think Gunther is gonna beat Seth Rollins. And then we have the main event of night one. It's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship, with Pat fucking McAfee in Randy's corner. Oh my gosh, dude! Like I was so excited for this match because this was a feud I've wanted to see ever since Cody Rhodes came back to WWE. Randy Orton is somebody that Cody Rhodes has so much history with. There's so much history that you could have told between Cody and Randy. About their days in the Legacy, and how Randy Orton punt kicked Cody's father, Dusty Rhodes, at one point, or how um there was so much Randy Orton was Cody Rhodes' first opponent in WWE. Like there was so much history they could have told with this match, but they decided to add in like this prick Pat McAfee for some reason. So yeah, it's sad to say that, but this storyline has been really ruined. The match, I mean, the match they had at King of the Ring was really good in my opinion, but this match, well, I guess I'll have to wait and see. Like, I'm hoping it's gonna turn out to be a good match, because I know Cody and Randy are capable of having a great match together, but we're just gonna wait and see, man. So, and it also says that if Randy Orton loses to Cody Rhodes, that Pat McAfee will leave wrestling forever, which would be awesome. So I really hope Cody wins. Not just for that reason, but Cody Rhodes is my favorite wrestler, and he has been for a very long time. So obviously, I want Cody to retain for that reason too. Like even if that stipulation wasn't a thing. So You know, but who do I think is going to win between Cody and Randy? Oh my gosh, man. I mean, my heart is telling me Cody, but my mind is telling me Randy. Because to be honest, I don't think Pat McAfee is gonna go away. Because I think they're still gonna do that, tag match. I think with Cody and Jelly Roll versus Randy and Pat, which is such a idiotic idea. Um, but I think, yeah, sadly, I think Randy Orton is gonna win. I do. He's gonna. We're probably gonna see a punt kick or something. And man, I remember when we had that segment where Randy Orton was talking with somebody on the phone. I remember I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude! Like that has to be somebody good, you know? Like like I was really hoping that it was Kevin Owens, because obviously Kevin Owens has history with both Cody and Randy, and I know a lot of people wanted it to be Ted DiBiase Jr. because he was in the legacy with Cody and Randy, but nah, man, dude, no, no, Ted Jr. No. That guy literally had a criminal case like not too long ago. I don't want people like that anywhere near the wrestling business. Like keep him away, like he's way too controversial. Uh but yeah, and it turned out to be Pat McAfee, and that was so disappointing. That was so stupid. That was so ass. That was so shit. That's what it was. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Now let's predict the night two matches. The first match is going to be Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Man, can I just talk about how much I really really like Oba Femi. He's so cool. Like I think Oba Femi definitely has what it takes to be the next face of the company, in my opinion. Like I look at the roster, and like two of the young people that I really really believe in that could carry the company. Javon Evans is one of them, but Oba Femi is the one that I think like Oba Femi should just be a world champion this year. Like I really hope that Oba Femi beats Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and then wins King of the Ring and then wins the world title at SummerSlam from Punk or Roman or whoever the champion is gonna be. But yeah, I'm honestly really stressed about this match because I really want Oba to win. Like, and Oba should win because like, what the hell is Brock Lesnar gonna gain out of this victory if he were to win? So my prediction is gonna be, you know what? I'm gonna say Oba Femi is gonna win. Oba Femi will beat Brock Lesnar because Obafemi needs to be put over. He is the future face of the company, and Brock Lesnar is literally going to retire in like probably within the next year. So I don't know why the hell he would win this match. And Brock Lesnar has literally put people over before. Like he put over Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. He put over Roman Reigns like a billion times. So why the hell won't he put over Obafemi? Like why the hell not? But I swear, if Brock Lesnar wins this match, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Like, oh my gosh, I can't stand Brock Lesnar. I really can't. I don't like him. But I am excited for this match on a like nervous level too. But yeah, I really hope Oba Femi wins. Come on, Oba, you gotta win. And then we have the Intercontinental Championship ladder match between Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. I really want Javon Evans to win. Like I said, Javon Evans is so awesome. Like I really like this guy. Like he's very young, and if he were to win this match, he would become the youngest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Breaking Jeff Hardy's record. To be honest, I think Javon Evans really deserves it because he's just so good. He's great in the ring. He like the crowd likes him. Like Javon just he has everything. So I'm gonna predict that Javon Evans is gonna win. I really hope Javon does win. You know. So my prediction is that Javon Evans is gonna be the new Intercontinental Champion. Then we have Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. This match is like, oh my gosh, dude! Like Rhea Ripley literally had three straight bangers at WrestleMania. The WrestleMania match with Charlotte at 39 was probably the best female match I've ever seen in wrestling history. It's definitely my favorite, honestly. It was so good. The WrestleMania 40 match with Becky was really underrated, in my opinion. It was great, but just I don't think a lot of people talk about that enough. Uh, and then the Mania match last year with Io and Bianca was a 5-star match. That was the best match of the WrestleMania 41 card, in my opinion. It was, yeah, definitely the best one. And to be honest, now I don't know if Rhea Ripley is going to be able to carry Jade Cargill into a good match because Jade is not a good wrestler. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. Um, who I think is going to win? I mean, I think it's obvious Rhea Ripley is going to win. And then we have the next match, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the U.S. Championship. I'm really sad that Carmelo Hayes is not in the match, but because he did such great work on SmackDown with the U.S. title, and he's not even getting a WrestleMania match. So I definitely get why people are pissed. Because honestly, I am too that Carmelo's not in the match. And to be honest, Sami Zayn and Trick Williams, this match didn't really need to be for the title. Like they could have just done Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for the U.S. title or something, or they could have done a fatal 4-way. With Ilya, no, because Ilya Dragunov is not at WrestleMania either, which is really lame. Um, but they also could have done a 4-way. Ilya, Carmelo, Sammy, and Trick for the U.S. title. That would have also been pretty great. But who I think is going to win? I think Trick Williams is going to win the U.S. title because I don't really think Sami Zayn needs a. Sami doesn't really need the win, Like Sami Zayn should have been a world champion by now, and he doesn't really need to win mid card stuff anymore. But I think Trick Williams, like I really like Trick Williams, and I think a U.S. title reign for him would be dope because he is really great. He's one of the most entertaining things about SmackDown. He's really fun. So yeah, Trick Williams is gonna win the U.S. title. Whoop that trick. And then we have the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. This is gonna be a squash match, dude. Dominic Mysterio is going to get squashed in like a minute by Demon Balor, and then I really hope that Finn Balor goes in and gets pushed. Just like I said in the most recent video that I did, where I actually talked about Finn Balor and how much he deserves better. Yeah, I really hope Finn Balor is actually booked great after WrestleMania. So have him squash Dominic. Don't put him in like a 6-month feud with Dominic, which to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I don't know if this feud is gonna be over after WrestleMania, but just have Finn Balor squash Dominic, and that's it. Have Finn Balor then go to the main event and feud for the world title or something. And then we have the main event of WrestleMania 42, Night 2, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. Um, yeah, this feud has been really. I mean, it started great, with CM Punk and Roman Reigns having that promo battle on after the Rumble. But then it just became worse, in my opinion. Just like they just like they had so many just weak promo battles against each other, and Roman Reigns calling CM Punk old, which doesn't really make sense because Roman is 40 years old. He's not that much younger than CM Punk. um CM Punk said that one quote about Roman Reigns being buried next to his father, which was yeah, that was insane. But then they didn't really follow up on it. Like they didn't have any brutal brawls, or they didn't have any like yeah, they had two brawls where they power bombed each other through a announce table, but they didn't have a like I was expecting some blood, or something in this feud. Like I was expecting, I don't know, like remember that one segment from the Road to WrestleMania 40 where The Rock attacked Cody Rhodes in the rain and just bloodied him outside the arena, like next to Cody's bus, like that. Like I was expecting that type of stuff from this feud. And well, I think the match can be great because obviously Cody and no, I mean Roman and Punk, they are both they're both good in the ring. CM Punk has been having a lot of bangers lately, and Roman Reigns often does have a great match at WrestleMania, like last year. Uh, Now, who do I think is going to win? I want CM Punk to win because he's having such a great world title reign, and I want a full-time champion. But sadly, I think Roman Reigns is going to win, and the reason for that is because Roman Reigns basically spoiled the ending, like the dumb asshole that he is. Because he said that if he's going to lose, he's going to leave WWE, or he said he doesn't know if he can, if he doesn't know if he still has a place in WWE, and that basically just confirms that Roman Reigns is going to win at this point. So yeah, I think Roman is going to win, and we're not going to see the world title for the next 3 months. I really don't understand why the hell we need another Roman Reigns world title reign in 2026. Like if there's one wrestler that doesn't fucking deserve a title reign in 2026, it's Roman Reigns because he's a lazy part timer who doesn't show up and he never does anything. Like he's so goddamn overrated. To be honest, I might make a video in the future where I talk about why Roman Reigns is overrated as hell because he really is. Um, so yeah, but that's gonna be my prediction. Sadly, Roman Reigns is gonna win, and yeah, WrestleMania 42 can either be surprisingly good or be just bad. The matches that I'm looking forward to the most, Cody and Randy, because of Cody and Randy. Like I've wanted to see this match for a while. Punk and Roman, and Obafemi and Brock, and another one that I'm looking forward to is the IC ladder match. That one also I'm pretty excited for. So yeah, these are my predictions for WrestleMania 42. My predictions for WrestleMania 42 are LA Knight and the Usos, Jacob Fatu, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, the Bella Twins, Gunther, Randy Orton, Obafemi, Javon Evans, Rhea Ripley, Trick Williams, Demon Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns, unfortunately. So yeah, WrestleMania 42 is happening pretty soon, in like a couple hours, and yeah, I'm gonna watch night one, then I'm gonna watch night two. I'm excited, like to watch some because I think it's gonna be like the matches can be great. That's the thing. Just the build up has been really lackluster. But I hope this WrestleMania doesn't turn out to be like last year because last year WrestleMania was garbage. But this year, I don't know. We'll see. Wouldn't be surprised if it does end up being garbage. But I also really hope that I hope it just surprises us. That's what I want. So yeah, enjoy WrestleMania 42. Like, subscribe, peace out, goodbye.